What's going on, everyone? My name is Nicholas Martin here at Data Dash, and today is September 10th of 2017. So as you all know, if you've been keeping up with my channel for quite some time, if there's any concept I believe we could bring to the blockchain, it is a global economy. It is the idea of bringing decentralized markets to the blockchain and allowing individuals to make transactions with one another without the need of centralized institutions. To me, it's one of the most ambitious ideas, but at the same time, one of the most interesting and intriguing, and something that really could scale on the blockchain. So, generally speaking, why am I ambitious on this? Well, I see that right now in the world right now, e-commerce is becoming a global phenomenon. We see billions, if not trillions of dollars coming onto e-commerce and really becoming a milestone platform where people from all different walks of life, from different countries, can send transactions between one another and sell goods and services. However, though, that e-commerce is becoming very centralized between two major companies, Amazon and Alibaba. And a lot of people are tired of the monotonous processes that come due to centralized institutions. There's a lack of privacy in our transactions. There's a large amount of fees and costs that can come with it. And as well as that, in general, all of the other middle ground issues that come when you have a middleman in the process. We simply want a platform between two individuals to transact goods and services, guaranteeing anonymity, low transactions, and ease of use. But how could we do that? What could be that solution? Well, I think it's on the blockchain, and there are a multitude of players trying to do this. However, we've really got to pick the leaders, and we've got to talk about what are their strong suits and also their backfalls. So, today I'm going to be talking about three popular cryptocurrencies that are aiming to do just that. And it is no other than SAFEX, SYS coin, and BitBay. We've talked about some of these on my channel, but I'm going to try to go in depth and really give you an up-to-date analysis on these, and just give you my honest opinion on it. But at the same time, I think they're all relatively leaders in this industry. It's relatively new, it's risky, but at the same time, I'm keeping my eye on it because I'm ambitious in the long term for blockchain. So let's go ahead and start analyzing the three different players in the market. First and foremost, we got to talk about SAFEX. I've been talking about SAFEX on my channel for quite some time, and I think I was one of the first YouTubers to really kind of cover SAFEX in its early stages, because I like the idea of SAFEX, and I like the idea of the Chile blockchain. Basically, if you want a general understanding about what SAFEX is, it's a decentralized marketplace where it guarantees anonymity, and it says, quote unquote, that it cannot be shut down once everything launches. However, we have to be fair in saying that SAFEX coin is right now, along with the SAFEX in general, is very early on. You can see that the market cap represents that. It's a very small coin in the sense of valuation. And we can see that the volume really is not there to where I feel safe investing or trading in it right now. So again, I would try to wait for about $500,000 in volume. But I do like, more than anything, that the circulating supply is already maxed out. You will never have more inflation on the supply. Sure, it's a large supply, but quite frankly, that doesn't really matter. What matters right now is that the max supply is completely capped out. We've already reached it. So this is really good news for long-term investors in the sense of those who worry about inflation of their currency. There's no inflation. With right now, though, we can see that there was a lot of hype going into it. We had covered SAFEX back here, and it really started to get some traction as it went up on the uptrend. However, there was a failed launch of their wallet, and this was something that definitely did change a little bit of my perspective on it. Now, I understand teams make mistakes, that's fair, but quite frankly, wallet technology is the most basic part of any cryptocurrency framework. If you can't get a wallet launched properly, that's a little bit worrying. Now, again, I'm not negative on SAFEX because of that. I think everyone makes mistakes, but at the same time, market confidence is kind of going away from SAFEX. So, again, they've really got to step up their game. So let's go ahead and look at SAFEX as a website. So if you would have looked at SAFEX about a month and a half ago, their website, it didn't look anything like this. This looks so much better. I gotta say, marketing, though it isn't the most core fundamental part of any cryptocurrency, you need to be able to market your cryptocurrency, have an easy to use website, and something that's easy to get a concept of what you're aiming to achieve. And I love the new design that SAFEX has taken on. It's very clean cut and very understandable. So you can see there's all kinds of pages up here if you want resources, if you want to download and test the wallet yourself. But basically, SAFEX itself is built off of a lot of Bitcoin core technology, but involves a lot of, at least in its wallet sense, it has a lot of privacy factors, and it's aiming to overall be the decentralized economy for private anonymous transactions. To me, I think it's cool, and the fact that they're claiming that supposedly the Chile blockchain, which it'll be based off of, will be able to be completely impenetrable from governments or other corporate entities trying to shut it down, or hackers, whatever it may be. The fact that it will be operational and it cannot be shut down is huge. But the thing about that is it's currently in concept. The Chile blockchain is not developed yet. But the concept itself sounds phenomenal. It sounds like something that I'd really want to be a part of and really see grow off the ground, in the sense of being able to make anonymous transactions and not having to worry about a middleman getting in the way. I think it's a really interesting concept. You can read through some of the accolades they have here that give you a better concept. But I gotta say, they did a really good job marketing this video with Jack Ma, who is the founder of Alibaba. And he even stated that privacy needs to come to e-commerce, and that traditional e-commerce giants are most likely going to see a replacement come that guarantees that sense of privacy. Data is a very big issue right now. So again, SAFEX does a phenomenal job at marketing right now and really talking about the objectives of privacy with SAFEX. And of course, this is a great video as well that you can watch. But again, I really want to talk about their wallet. We were talking about the wallet because it's the first big piece of tech that they have, and they didn't have a solid launch. It was pretty bad. However, they fixed a lot of it, and the UI alone looks fantastic. It looks much better than a lot of other wallets out there for any of these kind of decentralized markets. So the wallet is very easy to use. It's easy to understand. The one thing I do not like is that you have to, seeing as it's built off of previous Bitcoin technology, you have to pay fees in Bitcoin. So the fee itself is quite large. For what it offers. If you want to send a fast transaction, it's not very easy and it's quite expensive. So again, I think that there's a few fears here with SAFEX, but quite frankly, the UI looks good, and if they really can get mass scale adoption, I don't think it will be that much of an issue. We can also see they have a nice roadmap here. Got to give it to them. They have one for SAFEX alone, and then they also have one for the Chile blockchain. You can switch between the two. And what's nice is that they're supposedly stating that they're starting production of the Chile blockchain. So this is really interesting. I hope that they have a successful start to it. They can showcase some of their work in the next coming weeks, and really just show that they're an active team, really willing to build this. I've talked to the SAFEX team, at least in the comments on my videos. They reached out after I did a video, and they talked about how they were scaling their team. I said that was my one concern. But again, right now, their team is sitting at a very kind of small number to really do this. Now, they're not too far off from other competitors in the space. The other teams aren't that large. But right now, five individuals, not even 5 developers, 5 individuals trying to build the decentralized economy. We're going to need a little more people than that, in my opinion. Nothing insulting to the team. They seem like qualified individuals, and I love the geometrical shapes and stuff. I always love that kind of like minimalistic art and stuff. It looks interesting. But to me, I think that if they got their team scale a little bit more, they could have more successful launches rather than their wallet launch. And I think that they can continue to do what they want to do. And you can see they've got some good media coverage as well. So again, don't want to be negative on them. I really still am mostly positive on SAFEX, but I've lost a little bit of my trust after the wallet release. And I see that in the price action for investors, and that also transfers to me as well. So again, we've got to be confident in this cryptocurrency and the development team. And if they can launch the Chile blockchain successfully, that's going to be big. So next up, we have what I personally feel right now. We covered Syscoin a long time ago on my channel. It's one of the first few coins I covered. Syscoin itself is, in my opinion, the leader in this market. And you don't really need my opinion for that. You can see that in the market cap. It is currently the leader right now in the sense of decentralized transactions. And Syscoin itself has had a phenomenal run-up over the past few, I'd say past few months actually, but definitely overall in the past few months, it has just been being able to skyrocket to new highs. And the volume is there to back it up. Almost $4 million in the past 24 hours. So Syscoin is definitely getting some attention. And we can see that the circulating supply is well over half of the max supply. So again, I feel fine on the circulating supply. The volume looks good. The market cap is stable, almost a mid cap. So we really could see this start to gain some traction and adoption, which is going to be key for it to become a large cap in the future if the Syscoin economy really grows. So let's go ahead and check the website here. And they have a very nice, clean, laid out website that really tells you a lot of the updates if you scroll through. But the big thing is basically they want to build business on the blockchain. Its real focus is just making simple transactions on the blockchain, and it's actually built much like a lot of other coins. It's built off the Bitcoin protocol and has a lot of interesting features to it. So I want to go through and try to list a few of the ones that stood out to me. The big one that I like, first and foremost, is the personability of it. I talked about this in my Syscoin video a long time ago, and I still think, as much as it might seem like a small feature, it's very important. Building your own alias, okay? The reason why I like building your own alias is it's because it makes the process more personable. And in e-commerce, that's an important part for mass adoption. The alias thing, if you're trying to get an idea of what it is, it's basically, instead of having a wallet address that's really drawn out and kind of impersonable, it's a big mix of numbers and letters. With aliases, you can make your own custom ones, and you can request them. Now, if it's already taken, someone's got it, but at the same time, you can request aliases, and eventually they do expire, which is, you can learn a little bit more if you want to dig into it, but again, it's really cool how you can have your own address for people to send Syscoin to. They also have encrypted messaging, a very important part of the process. You need encrypted messages for communication between two different parties. There's no downtime, an arbitrated escrow, very nice, and then also digital certificates. So again, they've got a lot of accolades here. And what I love too is they have a functioning wallet and a functioning marketplace right now. On the wallet features, you can see here that they have a fully decentralized marketplace. It's functioning. The UI doesn't look extremely beautiful. We'll get to that in a minute. They do have a functioning UI though, and you can actually post things in the Syscoin economy right now and actually sell things. It's a very interesting concept. It's still relatively new, to be fair, but at the same time, they've got truly one-on-one global commerce, no middleman involved, and it's functioning. So again, I recommend you go download the wallet, check it out, and you can also get Syscoin from a multitude of exchanges. But the one thing I want to talk about, I was talking as one critical feedback I give Syscoin is its user interface. It doesn't look very nice. It's using a Qt wallet, which a lot of other cryptocurrencies, BitBay being one of them, use, and it just looks very generic and not like something like that a majority of people would want to trust or use. Because design does matter. It gives you a sense of trust. And one thing I will say though, is they completely corrected me wrong. I looked up and they actually have continued to work on what they promised they would. I never denied they would, but I just never really talked about it in my video. They're working on the block market, which is a desktop client to completely revamp the look and use and feel of the Syscoin economy, and rather than using the original Qt wallet. So again, you can read up more about it through online and stuff. They're currently working on the beta version of it and continuing to work on it right now, and it looks very, very nice compared to its previous wallet. Something much more easy to use. The colors are much more vibrant and stuff, and functionality seems the exact same as the previous wallet. So again, just want to be clear, Syscoin itself is the leader right now. It is the leader in this market. If you want to hold the leader itself, I would recommend Syscoin. But again, you got to do your own research, and you got to really see if Syscoin is the one for you. If the features are there. Maybe SAFEX might have a proposed feature that Syscoin will never be able to guarantee. And then we also have our third player, BitBay. BitBay is in pretty much the same exact position market cap wise and in volume as our friend SAFEX. BitBay has been around for quite some time as well. If we load the chart here, it's been started back in 2015. And really just didn't gain any traction until we had the altcoin bubble. But still, for now, it hasn't really been able to go back to previous valuations since the altcoin bubble. And right now, we have a pretty large circulating supply without any determined max supply. So a little bit worried in that sense. But the website is relatively simple, clean cut, and I mean, they're aiming to do pretty much exactly what Syscoin at its base level was aiming to do, build a decentralized economy. And you can see it has that same design we were looking at earlier, that Qt wallet where everything at the top bar looks relatively the same, and you can make simple transactions. And BitBay is functioning right now. You can use it. There isn't much heavy transactions going through, which is why there's not much valuation to it. But again, it's functioning, it works, and it does have some highlighted features, which we'll run through. So you have unbreakable contracts, smart contracts between two individuals. So that's a really good selling point. I know smart contracts are kind of a buzzword, but I mean, that is really nice. You need specific contracts between two different parties when you're making a multitude of different transactions or transfers of goods and services. It really depends on what you're trying to sell and what you're trying to buy as well. There's also decentralized anonymous markets. So it's peer-to-peer, it's anonymous, aiming to do what SAFEX is doing. It's, you know, private, and you know, you're using things that are stronger than Tor. I mean, that's pretty good. So in the sense of making transactions, you can remain anonymous in making your transactions and really have that decentralized economy that SAFEX is claiming it's going to do. So I really think that's good. BitBay has that functioning. And again, like I said, Tor, proxy options, you can use user-friendly templates, making new contracts easy to set up. So they have systems where it makes it easier to make contracts, you know, whereas smart contracts are usually a little complicated. This one's a lot more simple, and you can set the ground rules very easy in transactions. So again, very nice, and they have a functioning client you can go use right now. But again, BitBay, the problem with it right now is it seems like it's functioning and it's working fine. I have no problem with it, but it's been around since 2015. And it really has not seen mass adoption. Now, it's hard to get that on this kind of platform, but I just haven't seen the adoption there. That's its biggest flaw. It's really got to get its marketing team up. If we go to the team, actually, if we scroll down here, it should take us to, actually, we can find their team on the About page. Sorry, here we go. The BitBay team is definitely the biggest out of any of them. There's actually 10 members. The thing is, though, even with their two marketing individuals, I just haven't seen the scalable adoption. So they really got to work on that. But it's good to see they've got the largest team out of all three projects. Pretty interesting. And they have people from a wide range of backgrounds and focus points. So again, I think BitBay's got a functioning product that's working fine, but it's got to get that adoption. That's the biggest flaw in my mind. So again, everyone, I've got to say, there's a lot of cool competition out there. It is a really interesting market to me to bring the decentralized economy towards the blockchain. I'm so ready for it to happen, to have a sense of privacy in what you purchase or consume as individuals, to have a marketplace where you don't need those middlemen to get in the way, to have truly decentralized peer-to-peer transactions between individuals. I think that this is going to be beneficial for economies, and I think it's going to be beneficial overall for the end user. It should be an experience tailored towards you after all. You are the consumer, and as the consumer, you need to have a good experience. So, again, I think the decentralized economy is looking like a very bright concept, and hopefully one of these players will be that winner. Only time will tell, though, so we'll have to see. Anyways, everyone, if you have a favorite of yours that I didn't mention or one of the ones listed in the video and you want to describe it more, please leave a comment down below. I'd like to get a discussion going on the channel. But outside of that, everyone, that'll be it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Stay tuned.